Okay, let's talk about Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. Okay, I don't know if you guys saw it. I saw it. I had people over for the fight. I love fights. People are saying that they feel conned, etc. I grew up in the 80s and 90s, and Mike Tyson is my idol and was the idol for everybody that was here in my age group. And let's be real, people watch Jake Paul fights to watch him get knocked out, hopefully. Tyson on social media, he sold it. We're watching him train. He looked fast. He looked ferocious. We all felt like he had the hitting power. I hear and see all the pundits saying, listen, what do you expect? The guy's 58 years old. You didn't get conned. You didn't pay any money for it, which is a good point. As a part of your Netflix subscription, forget about the fact that Netflix continued to go in and out. We had multiple iPads running on Wi-Fi and one on cellular, just in case the main feed went out on the TV. We could pull up the iPad and watch it. I mean, we were into it as adults. The first time seeing Tyson fight a professional fight was sanctioned after 4 rounds, remember? So, we were into it, and Tyson sold it on social media. And then what we saw him doing in the ring in training is not what he did in the ring during the fight. I want to take my hat off to Jake Paul for not absolutely beating the crap out of Mike Tyson. If Mike was truly just in there to say, I could go the distance with a young guy who hits hard and prove it to my family, because he said, a year ago, you almost died, 6 or 8 blood transfusions, or whatever his Instagram post was after that. It was not what we saw in social media. And all of us wanted to see Mike have one more in him, because that's the boxing story, isn't it? It's the Cinderella Man story. It's the story of the puncher. It's like when we were younger and we watched Foreman come back at 40 and win the title. If he can get a shot off and he can get some momentum, he could end it pretty quick. And we're used to Mike doing that in a spectacular fashion from the 80s, and we hope that he was able to pull that off again. So people feel like they were conned because Mike really didn't do anything in the ring, and neither did Jake Paul. But my hat goes off to Jake Paul for giving respect to a living legend like Mike Tyson and not utterly beating the crap out of him in the ring. It was funny in the post-fight presser, if you remember, they said, what's next for you? And he said, I don't know, maybe Logan. And Logan's like, Mike, I'll beat the shit out of you. Like, I'll kill you in there or something like that, which is true. I mean, Logan is a specimen. You see him in WWF or WWE. He does acrobatic moves. He's an athletic person. Both of those brothers are athletic. But the reason why I'm making this video is because there's a lot to be learned from Jake Paul. Okay, Jake Paul sold the fight being a heel, and Mike Tyson sold the fight showing those training clips with him going out as an all-out animal. Now, those clips can be used for marketing, and it's everything he's got in that burst of a 15-second clip. And we don't know, after the camera shuts off, he goes and sits down and takes a nap for 2 hours. We have no idea, right? But what we saw, we believed. And we had that hope, because that's what boxing does. It brings that hope that a person has a shot any given Sunday, so to speak, in the ring. If you have punching power, you could make a dream a reality. And so we still believed in that. And some of us older guys were holding on to that a bit. And we were hoping to see a better performance out of Mike. But what we witnessed is what I teach my guys all of the time, that marketing precedes sales. You could make $1 million and be a millionaire being a great salesperson, as I've done, but you could be a billionaire being a great marketer. And marketing is everything, and that is what happened to us on Friday night. Jake Paul sold it, being a heel and the person that he is. We all tuned in to watch him get his head knocked off, and Mike Tyson sold to the whole world his ability to potentially get in there and get a shot off and have some of the glory and put him on his back. Marketing is the key. So if you feel like you were conned, maybe you were. All the sports guys are saying, you're stupid. If you think that a 58-year-old guy is going to beat a 27-year-old kid, I get it. We all get it. But they sold it. They sold it. Mike wasn't saying, I'm 58 years old and I don't have it. Mike's saying, I'm declaring victory and I'm going to put this kid on his back and the animal is back. Right? So to say that the whole world is a bunch of idiots, we're listening to what you're saying, and what you're saying is it's going to be a disaster. And then even in the locker room, when you got the shot of Tyson with his assless chaps on there, They said, what's the prediction? And he said, a vicious win. So he's telling the public, I'm going out there with the intention to go and kill this kid. Meanwhile, that is not what we saw in the ring. Now, I'm not a boxer. You're probably not a boxer. I'm not in a position to be critiquing boxers and their heart and their strength in the ring. We haven't had to earn a living doing that. But what we witnessed was a lion in a locker room and a lion in social media, but a lamb in the ring. It was all marketing. It was all marketing to get the eyeballs, to get the payday. Marketing precedes sales 100% of the time. So if you're pissed off about the fight, just remember there's a massive learning lesson in there. I give Jake Paul respect for being a master marketer. He is a master marketer. He's a P.T. Barnum style marketer of the modern day. My hat goes off to him. Massive, massive lesson to be learned. We're all hoping that Mike, as a gladiator and as a warrior, if he's going to go out, would go out on his sword in the ring. Like, as an entrepreneur, I'm going to go out on my sword in business. If you're going to go out like a champion, go out like Maximus and Gladiator. That's what we were all expecting. We didn't get that. And I totally understand that. And you and I weren't dodging punches. We didn't have the threat of that in our life, but a little upset about what happened. But massive takeaway, marketing precedes sales 100% of the time. If you become a great marketer, you can have a great business. If you become a great salesperson, you'll make commissions and bonuses and make a lot of money. But if you become a great marketer, you'll get wealth. And that's my takeaway from the Mike Tyson-Jake Paul fight. See you guys on the next one. Oh, wait, don't forget, like and subscribe. I see people that watch these videos, you're not subscribed, you don't like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.